Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the TCS eSports League. We're going to get into Game 2 very, very shortly between the likes of Arctic and the Whiffmasters. Once again, I'm Switchblade Jay. Joining me is Digital Bacon, as he always does. Bit of a stomping in that first match, unfortunately. Silentgaming getting themselves handed to by this Fetch Geneva side. Arctic versus Whiffmasters, I'm hoping it'll be a bit more of a closer match here.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams come off from a loss last week against two teams that were admittedly looking very good. Savet were very dominant, and Monk, well, we're going to probably say it again in the last series of today, but Monk, dear God, last week they turned up and it was like finally all the hype, everything I was hoping for came together. And unfortunately, Whiffmasters had to go up against them, so awkward there. Arctic have been very hot and cold throughout the whole of this season, Jay, and they suffer from that inconsistency. Here, on paper, Arctic should have the win, so this near enough has to be a win for them, because we've seen against some of the stronger teams in the tournament, they can do it, and sometimes they can't. Here, where it should be all in their sort of field, all in their favour, they've got to take the win. Whiffmasters, on the opposite hand, though, are a team that do cause upsets.
Yeah, they have caused upsets in the past, but they're still sort of sitting down there at that 2-4 record. One of the three teams that are tied there at the moment. Sorry, two teams now at Silentgaming who just lost. They're down at 2-5. So there's a chance that maybe they could end up dropping a little bit further down. I'll be curious to see whether they can pull this upset off, however. It's going to be a very, very close match. I think it might go to all 5 games. But personally, I'm pinning Arctic to win this one. I think they are just generally the better team. I think they're probably going to have the best chances for this one. It just seems to me that that's just sort of like a team that feels like they have a lot more to go for.
Yeah, Arctic had a duff week last week. They didn't really get much going. The week before that, they had Monk. So this, recent results aren't something massive to go off, I would say. Looking at it, Arctic, they're a strong side. You've got Yagi, Stroby, and I think it's Melox. Yep, Melox coming in today. Sorry, I was just checking in case they're playing with a second sub, because Yagi has come in as the sub, of course. Yagi's fitted in well with the squad. Like, you wouldn't think he's a sub. He's more like a fourth player. That's an option. He's not a sub. He's just a rotation sort of in their roster. They should get this. Whiffmasters are a team that are 5 players, which are all very capable. So once again, they don't necessarily have subs. They just choose who they want on the day. It's going to be an interesting one. If we're going to have a game here today, it is going to go all the way to game number 5. It's going to be this one.
And before we actually end up messing that prediction up, it's just like another 3-0 sweep, and suddenly Sweep City
3-0 sweep to Whiff,
again.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, you put down on our little analysis sheet that you're kind of leaning to the favor of. Oh no, sorry, you changed that. Never mind. I thought you said you were going to lean to the favor of Whiffmasters, but yeah, no. I think Arctic will probably be
one.
Yeah, it will be a close one. I think it could very easily go to the favor of Whiffmasters, but at the same time, Arctic are looking really good.
Yeah, that is it. Whiffmasters, they're going to be playing with AIM, Timo, and it's not Wizzy. Pretty sure it's not Wizzy. I'm quickly looking through. Mako, that's who they've got put in today. So that's a pretty strong roster. Like I said, they're a squad which we have no idea about, because they've got 5 players and they will just mix and match between them. They're a pick and mix of a team, and it works. They're essentially a very strong force. They're not a team which I'm worried about making bottom 2, in the league. They're about a mid-table side. So wins like this are massive for them against a stronger side.
Yeah, it could very well easily be the case. So let's see who's going to be coming out on top in our first game of the matchup. Arctic will be on the blue side, with Whiffmasters straight in the orange in this best of 5 scenario. So let's jump straight in with the kickoff here. The first phase of the game is about to get underway. Timo will challenge Stroby for this. Mako's got the secondary follow-up and actually wins it out. They're going towards that blue half. Timo's set up for a good shot. Amar going to put it on towards Yagi's position, actually just come through with a quick interception. And Mako comes out, going to find a way in. Ball into that corner, and when we challenge towards that corner, Yagi it back over to Timo. Stroby challenges him. Melox follows it back around. And here we go. The ball is into position for a quick dribble shot. No one's in the net. No, just comes through from Amar's position. Again, coming through with those quick rotations to try to see if he can hold on. But Yagi will put another shot too wide this time. Early aggression, early start coming through from Arctic. Whiffmasters doing their best to try and hold back on the defensive line. Certainly playing that Silentgaming style. But I'm not sure that's an intentional sort of thing here, Bacon. It definitely feels like they're just being pressured away by the Arctic squad.
Well, the defense was actually quite comfortable, Jay. They weren't set up very well at all, yet they weren't pressured. This is a game where both teams are sort of half-heartedly going at it, and it's what we normally see in these early stages. They're not taking many risks. They're not going to throw everything at it. They're just going to prod, see how their opponents are playing today, and then they'll commit once they find a weakness.
Ball dropped in front of the blue net. Going to be a chance right there, but for Mako and co, it's not going to work out. Going to have to go return right back towards their own half of the pitch where Amar is there to defend. Another good shot coming in from Stroby, who does get demoed out. Ooh, and an awkward ball being taken. Timo's going to try and rotate in to support it. Not the most confident of defensive plays right here, and Stroby and Milox are once again going to set themselves up for a third-man commit, but Yagi's not pushed up either, so the ball will remain in that midfield for control to the favour of Arcticgaming. So far, no goals have been scored. Timo will try for another one right here. However, Mac's going to get demoed out. Timo off the backboard redirection is going to go wide once again, so no chances here for the Whiffmasters or vice versa for Arcticgaming as Milox takes that ball into the other side, into the corner once again. Yagi, ball away. Timo challenges that one for the shot that he denied, so again, no goal opportunities being taken, but almost found one there from Stroby. Thankfully, they had a second man in the back of the net.
The Arctic here knocking on the door, trying everything they can to get a goal. You can see on the opposite end, the lads of Whiffmasters are just trying to boot the ball downfield, get it cleared down to the back end, and hopefully it will stay down there. They're making it work here. I think Yagi, Stroby, and Milox playing very well today, very efficient.
Halfway marker, still nothing being scored so far in this game. Amard still takes the ball, running out of boost, still tries to see if he can put it on target. Unfortunately, not quite enough momentum behind that ball means that it will just get saved and returned. Stroby tries to follow it through with a redirecting pass into the midfield. Yagi will take control away from Timo as he tries to get the clear. Mako back into Timo, however. Good touches and good positions being taken from these guys in the midfield, but can't quite seem to get it done. Now it's up to Amard and Timo. Once again out towards this corner. Yagi going to go for a shot, and Timo rotates just in time, reading the danger, and he will keep it away from the orange net. Try to follow through with a secondary touch. Not going to quite happen. Yagi again out to Stroby, trying to dunk it down to the backboard, but it's going to be cleared away by Timo and co.
Yeah, just very comfortable once again. Putting shots on target, making the defense feel the pressure, but very, very nice rotations here is going to be a big problem, but a good save from Amard. The lad here is just picking his chance to really sort of tease his opponents in, make them use up that boost, make them commit deep, and then they'll try and go on counters like this. Both sides are playing different strategies. We haven't seen one that's come out on top yet. We haven't seen a trump, essentially.
Yeah, both of these strategies working well against each other, but certainly it is Arctic with the shot percentage advantage. 8 shots total compared to only 2 coming out on the Whiffmasters side. 1 minute remaining now for either team to try and break the cycle. Arctic's aggressive style will try to see if they can get it back into that orange half. Amard's found a way back into the blue half, however. Gets it past the first before he's challenged. Timo sends it up towards the middle. Stroby going to put it right back out to the right field. And Yagi trying to see if we can find a way off the backboard right here. No aerials. Amar whiffs his opportunity. Mako will challenge for it. Goes back into the orange corner. Timo also here to support. The ball will be away. Mako going to take control. Yagi trying to try and go for a double touch. And this time it actually ends up working way too far in the backfield as the last defender. And at 33 seconds on the clock, Arctic have taken the lead.
There was even a nice one come out from Amar there who appreciated that goal, and I think we all did there. Yagi finally done with the 0-0. He doesn't want to go into overtime, gets the first goal, and what a goal that was.
The last 30 seconds, this could put pressure back onto the Whiffmasters. Ooh, Milox coming in with a second touch. Timo just going to get the demo and just get the defense now. Mako is the man with the plan. As he actually demos out Yagi as well, taking out every single player that seems to come forward to this advanced position. And Amard and Mako taking each other out. Fortunately, they have got Timo to take control. Aggressive positions once again as they try and get a shot opportunity. 5 seconds remain as Amard sets it up. Mako to pass back towards him. Can he bump this last defender out the way? No. It's up to Mako to keep it alive, and vice versa for Timo. Going off this backboard, Yagi going to try and kill it. Mako keeps it alive. Only for a moment, however. Sent it up. Yagi to put it out to no man's land. Milox to put it even further into the orange half, and Yagi will just kill the ball on the floor. There we go. Arctic are going to be able to take game 1.
This is the game, Jay, which is a bit interesting to look at. Both teams are just playing very securely. None of them want to take risks. It's a little bit of a more clean and perfected game from the first. Both teams, like you said, playing that sort of silent style. But this is one that works. It's a very standard first game, though, in the sense of from the start, I mean, where you're only going to get that one goal. In the second game, all floodgates are going to be open. I'm expecting this next one to have 4 or 6 goals in it. It's going to be an absolute reverse where these two teams now know what each other's capabilities are, and they're going to try and punish them each and every time.
Now the first game obviously tends to be like, you know, more of the read game style of just trying to figure out who knows what and where they're all going to go. Let's see whether they can turn it around for game number 2. Obviously, first one to the favour of Arctic, one more, and they will be on match point here for the second game of the day. But already a great start as this ball goes on target for the Whiffmasters side. Going to get cleared away by Stroby. He follows it all the way into the orange half of the pitch. A nice kickoff going to the favour of the blue side of the court. Yagi takes control. Amard will try to take a challenge for him. Will be successful. Timo on the other side going to get a nice touch off the backboard. Milos has got to put that off target and will be successful in doing so.
Nice save.
But again, yeah, nice saves coming through overall. You know, it's looking like a pretty decent defensive. Oh, but Timo may have found a way in. Not quite, actually. Stroby is going to hold on to that ball, make sure it does not go in the back of the blue net earlier.
So what we're seeing here is the follow-ups coming out from Whiffmasters are a little bit too wide. I don't mind it too much, Jay, because in this situation, a bit of safety, making sure they've got a third man back is good, but it's not going to get a goal here. After that double commit in defense, they needed that third man to be a bit quicker, get onto that ball, and then just hammer it in net. I wouldn't say an easy goal, but very close to being easy, you know? But if that had gone wrong, you know, if there's a whiff, if there was a little mistake, or the defense has suddenly just sprung out with 50 boosts and a basic jump, essentially. Ooh, close there from Amard. It could completely turn around. We're seeing two teams that really need to start putting a few risks in there. There's one trying to get out here.
And the ball out towards that blue box. Once again, it's Maka to take control. Ooh, Amard feeding off the redirect. Stroby's already pushed up so far. Can he get the redirect in? Yes, he can, and yes, he will. A major mistake from Amard trying to challenge for that ball. He's going to enable the first goal from Arcticgaming.
So the mistake was there, but the big deal breaker was Milos coming in to get that bump, removes the defender out of way, allowing Stroby to get the goal. And Jay, this is what I'm saying, get a little bit risky, send two players forward into attack to create those openings.
Ball goes out, Amard's going to try to take control, set up Mako, but Stroby puts it all the way down to the orange half of the field, I should say. Timo there to take control at least, but he can't defend against that. Amard has rotated, however, and they're not going to hold on here for the Whiffmasters side. Demo's coming through, an open net for Mako, and there we go. That's how you break a defensive. Whiffmasters strike right back.
So like we said, Jay, the goal's starting to come out, and once again, that risky little go for the demo play. Instead of rotating out, he's going to go into the midfield, get that demo, and secure the opportunity. If he didn't get that demo, that would have been saved, and we would still be in play right now. But no, you've got to take those risks to get goals, and I'm loving that the teams are acknowledging that.
Ball in, Yagi. Going to send it out to the orange half. Timo holds on to the ball. Taking ball control, gets it past the first, not past the second. That was great. A masterclass of dribbling, essentially. Now Mako going for a shot of his own is going to be defended by Agis. Unfortunately, that ball wasn't on target and went too wide, because that would have been a brilliant way to score a follow-up for the Whiffmasters side. Still going to try, but back into their own half they will go. Pushed away from the double touch. Milox is not going to be able to find it. Yagi is now out of challenge against Amar. 2 minutes and 30, halfway through game 2. Ball set up once again for a pass off that backboard. Maka just going to get it past Milox though. Yagi challenged as well, going to put it inside that corner. Amar, ooh, a miss actually. That's going to put it very dangerous. Timo trying to disrupt it, keep it over to that blue half, but just kind of touches coming through from Whiffmaster. The same sort of style of confident player seem to have dissipated in the latter half.
Yep, but this is lined up perfectly for Timo's teammates downfield here, but they got knocked down there. Little setup here from Mako. Too far back. Needed to get a much skinnier angle on that and put it near enough right in front of the goal for a tiny tap away. Decision making not the best coming out from Whiffmasters, but this aggression.
What? Oh, watch this again. Mako bumping Stroby out of the way, just getting enough of a touch for Timo to follow it all the way around, and that was literally a perfect style of play. My word, what a play, Whiffmasters.
So, Whiffmasters with the lead now. Arctic took it in game one with only one goal. Whiffmasters here, 2-1. Still 1 minute 30 remaining, Jay. I'm expecting 2 more goals in this one.
Could well be possible. 1 minute and 30 on the clock. There's plenty of time for them. Timo still going to try to put a third on the board for his side. Amard, he's back in for a shot towards Mako's position, I should say. It's in the 100 boost, trying to see if he can get away. Amard's got to rotate because he's out of boost of his own accord. Just about going to get the defensive together, but Yagi's been set up for a shot that barely gets defended on the line. Stroby can't follow it through either. Timo and Mako hold on for the moment, and Yagi can't quite seem to recover in towards this orange corner. Now Amard's going to return it. No one's in the back of the net. Milox has to challenge this. He's not going to be all as successful that he wants to. Ball centered up, dangerous. Still be a shot that comes out. It will be too far wide as Arctic just hold on.
Yep, defense from Arctic coming in clutch.
Oh, wow.
In the net, not being able to do anything, and Amard is just going to put that final nail in the coffin for this game, I'm feeling. But that should tie us up for the series. 49 seconds though, Jay, and maybe talking too soon.
A little bit too soon. 2 goals in 49 seconds isn't impossible. It's difficult, but it isn't impossible, Bacon. Let's see whether they can do it. A nice cook-off from the Stroby's part. Send it up, shot to come through. Yagi to dunk it down off the backboard. Third touch from Milox is not going to get found. He'll still take control of the ball. Feed it past Mako. Not quite. He disrupts its path. Yagi still to follow through. Once again, the ball is dangerous. Follows it back up. Can there be a bicycle hit? No. Timo's going to get it out of the way. Double commit once again. Amard's just going to get it away from blue players and try to follow it through with the clear. That's going to waste some very valuable time. And Timo, challenged by Yagi. Stroby to take control. He's going to go for this flip reset. He's going to have to be quick about it. Back to Milox's position. Too wide, too high. But Yagi is able to recover it.
Come back, Jay? Question mark? Do you think it's on? 14 seconds to get a quick kickoff goal? It's not the wildest thing to imagine.
Will it happen though is the real question. It's possible again. I'm not denying that much, but 10 seconds remaining as the kickoff does not, well, goes well enough, but Amar is going to be able to get that clear back down to the other end of the field. Milox chips it up. Maka trying to kill it, but Yagi gets it out to the corner instead. The ball's on the floor. No! Okay, Timo with a man to put it on the floor itself. We'll get the MVP for this game, and Whiffmasters will be equalized in the series at 1-1.
That was actually, yeah, clever there by Timo at the end, just to allow the ball to drop. It was like, I can't hit this because if I hit it, it's going to be kept up, and then you've got that chance of Arcticgaming just basically dogpiling onto it and maybe getting a forced goal. Playing it clever, allowing it to roll, and you could see he had teammates forming up in the net to essentially make a wall. I'm liking what we're seeing from Whiffmasters, definitely picking it up in game number 2. Game number 3, I'm expecting this to get even better. This is a game that is growing, it's maturing, Jay.
Yeah, it's starting to get even more exciting as we go down. Game 3 looking like it's going to be the closest one of them all. And it kicks off to the favour of Amard on the Whiffmasters side. A return back by players over on Silent and towards that orange corner as they try and play ping pong early on. The Aggie will start to aggress things down. Milox also in this midfield can challenge Mako, will be successful in doing so. Once again off this backboard, it's Amard that has to put it out of position. Over to Mako. Stroby going to leave it to Yagi as Milox rotates back to his own accord. Yagi going to follow it all the way through. Still got some boost as well. Sets up Stroby, but can't quite take the shot. Again, challenged by Whiffmasters defenders. This ball was just going to remain in the orange half without going in the back of that net. Stroby, backboard touch set up for Yagi, and he can't quite find it. The secret fourth player, the crossbar, is going to defend for Whiffmasters.
This whole sequence going on here, this pressure sequence as I like to call it, Jay, isn't actually about them getting the goal. They're not aiming for it. You can see hits like that just going wide. It's all about moving the defenders around, making them use their boost, and then waiting for the opportunity to strike. It's almost like they're a sneaky snake in the grass here. They're just waiting to jump on out, pounce, and get that first goal.
Ball start by Stroby to Yagi. Great redirect, and Milo's going to follow it up. That was a sequence for the ages from Arcticgaming as they open up game 3.
I called it.
You did.
Smug
you
face,
did call it.
Smug bacon right now, I'm not going to lie. Oh, an absolutely huge goal there coming out from Arctic, who dropped the last game. Coming into game number 3, they're showing they're still full of confidence.
Oh, look at the great ball positioning right here. Arctic try their best to score a follow-up goal right now. Amon going to take it. Timo to follow through. Great redirect and not going to quite happen on towards that net stroke. He's going to be able to defend it at the last line. Now back to Milox as he controls the ball for the clear. Mako challenges, Yagi keeps control of it. Amon going to disrupt it, but that's still a dangerous ball. And Strawberry's going to take advantage, redirect back through, and Timo's not lined up for it. A mistake from Whiffmasters is going to enable Arctic once again.
This control. Stroby turning the car around to get the hit with his front bumper. Jay, the reason why you want to hit with the front bumper is purely because that's where you get the most power off it. You near enough get, like, imagine 100% power being the front bumper. The sides are about 70, the underside is about 50, and then the wheels next to nothing. He knows he's got to get that powerfully down to the ground to reduce any time that there is for the defense to come and make that save, and so he just wants to put it into the ground. Clever play.
Clever play, going to put them up by 2 now. A 2-goal lead to overcome for Whiffmasters. This is what they struggled with the most in that last game. Oh, sorry, in game 1, I should say. It was actually the Arctic side that was struggling with that in game 2. But tables have been turned as we approach half-time. And Mako's going to put a nice shot on target. The over-rotation has been punished. There we go. Whiffmasters not struggling as much as we would have thought of. They're back within contention.
Yep, this has always been a problem. Like I said earlier, from their attacks, they're sending all 3 players in. That's why it's so pressured. You've got to just wait and hope that you've got that little opening like that. The third player not being in the center of field, maybe going out wide, coming back on in from grabbing boost. And that's when you've got to strike. You've got to just hammer it all the way down to the net with enough speed to catch them off.
Oh, Yagi trying to take control of the midfield as well. Getting so close to these aerial dribbles, but not quite working out for him. We hit that halfway marker. Again, it's 2-1. Almost 2-2. Mako! Break that one down for me, buddy. What happened there?
So Mako just getting it up in the air. Perfect little rotation. And then just leaving himself that dodge. You get 2 jumps in Rocket League. Your first one to get off the ground, and then the second for a flip. That second jump can be left for about 2 seconds. Mako naturally seems to know that. It's second nature. Just the perfect length to be able to propel himself into the ball and catch the defenders off guard. He didn't think he had it.
And just like that, Whiffmasters are back in the... well, not quite in the lead, but they are close towards it. They are back evened up once again. They're back in the game. It's the right way to say it. Timo try to see if he can put that lead to the favour of his team as he tries to put the ball out to that blue half, but not going to happen. Milox will pass back towards Yagi. A great passing play that goes a little bit too high. Third man to come through, denied by Mako. Quick rotations coming back around as Mako tries to set up a shot. He picks up the 100 boost, goes off the backboard. Going to get forced to push it to the side. Allows someone like Amon to take control, and he'll put it out towards the corner once again. Just keep this pressure against the Arcticgaming squad. Timo misses, challenged by Milox, returned back by Mako. Milox keeps it going on towards the net. This is very close and it will go in the end. 3-2 now. Arctic reclaim their lead.
What was he just said? Milox keeps it going. Just there, Arctic regain the lead from such a good prediction play there from Milox. You could see already chasing the ball along the wall, knowing that his opponent needed to clear it up and high. It's a high time for his teammates to get back. Milox a big brain on this lad. Another massive over rotation and demo being really critical there. Unfortunately, accuracy wasn't with it.
What
a mistake.
And now Whiffmasters start to crumble. Can't quite see it on the replay cam, but you kind of saw how Timo came out of position there. That is unfortunately not the way that they wanted that whole thing to go down. That means now the 2-goal lead has been reinstated by the Arctic side. Whiffmasters going to have to work very hard to gain control of it. A good touch from Timo. Follow up from the right-hand side. No. Going to back off and play passively once again. And Milox is going to take that and just run with it straight to the other side. Another double touch that could have gone well. But now Timo and Mako working into the blue half. 60 seconds remaining. Mako puts it high. Yagi Return it back to Meok's position. Amar with a good shot. Stroby's going to take control of it, get it back away. No, second man back here, but pass back in. Amar with a chance. He chips it. It goes wide once again. He's going to get bumped out of the way. A nice touch from Timo, but Stroby reads it and defends appropriately. And this is all time-wasting tactics right now from Arctic. It's getting close towards their half of the pitch, but it's not quite going in the back of the net, and that's enough to put that 30-second pressure up. Timo still with a chance set up, but denied by Yagi once again. Takes control of the ball. It's Stroby now, lacking in the boost side, but we'll put it back towards that orange half and make that timer tick even further down. Amard wins the challenge, but not by much. Timo had to pass it off to the side. Amard can't get there because Milok's blocking him. And then it's 10 seconds remaining. Yagi, nice shot opportunity. It doesn't go well for him, but it still keeps it in that orange half. So enough time has been wasted here by the Arctic side. They're going to be able to take game at 3 and take match point in our best of 5.
You said it didn't go well for him. He actually wasn't looking for the goal there, Jay. He was just literally looking to get it across net because it'll keep it in play longer and just wind down that time. Also, what you'll notice there, because Whiffmasters seemed like they were on the attack, like they could have got a third goal, didn't they? But it wasn't on the castle. They didn't have control of the boost, funnily enough, even though they were into their opponent's back sort of half. You'd expect them to be in control of boost, but no, Arctic was sending one player out in the rotations to go grab the middle boosts. They'd have one player getting the side boost, the corner boost on their side, and then, of course, making sure they always had one player near enough ready to jump across the net. They're playing that last 30 seconds perfect in defense just to stall out the time.
That's all they need to do when you're 2 goals up. Whiffmasters have to work doubly hard to try and get that equaliser. So Arctic playing it to perfection to make sure that they are on match point first. Now it's going to be the mini reverse sweep from Whiffmasters if they want to take this series away. It's going to be difficult. Let's see whether they can do it. Game number 4 is about to kick off on your screens. Because Arctic will look to try and put this series to bed in the next 5 minutes. Let's see whether they follow suit with their efforts. It's kickoff now. Amar challenged by Melox. Timo and Mako are going to get a good shot opportunity. In fact, Mako all the way in towards that blue box. Nice redirect, but Melox rotates back in time, reads it directly to follow it back through towards the orange half on that backboard. Timo challenged by Stroby. Stroby puts it into the center. Mako's got to get this clear because Yagi is in a very good position to follow back around. Again, a good pinch in towards the right-hand field. They're going to fall back here. Arctic playing a bit more passive in the early game than they're usually used to. Is that there's a little bit more breathing room for the Whiffmasters, but vice versa, there's more opportunity for Arctic as they keep this ball in the midfield, in the orange centre. Oh, but Melox demo, that's an opportunity that Amon is not going to whiff. Whiffmasters will get the first goal.
So I was going to pick up on this earlier, and you said about them shooting a goal in, the save being made. No, what Whiffmasters need to do is slowly keep the ball down on their opponent's side near enough in a position like that, up high above net, where they can make a shot off. The difference is they need to bump and demo their opponents. They need to remove the defense of Arctic, which today is looking so damn strong and near enough unbreakable. So what you got to do is actually just remove the cards. That wall's not going to be there then, because it's not going to be able to form up. Whiffmasters have seen this, and so getting damage, getting bumps, whilst allowing there to be the possibility of a play at all times is clever.
Now they're starting to ramp up their aggression for it. Look at the play from Timo. Back into the net. Mako also challenged. Timo's actually going to have to rotate back away because there's 2 players to deal with in his midfield. And we'll put the ball off centre, making sure that his other teammates have a chance to rotate back in. Follows it all the way over to the blue corner. Amard once again challenged by Melox. Mako there to back him up. Keeps that ball on track for a blue goal, but not going to quite happen once again. It goes over to the wide field. Amard fed away from Yagi's part. And now Mako dropping it in front. Can he go for the double touch? Not quite. Yagi again off his backboard, just going to take control against Amard's position, who hits it, goes wide right. Timo once again follows through the backboard. Amard with a shot that's a little bit too acute and too high from Mako's follow-up. Means that no secondary follow-up will come through from Whiffmasters.
Good hit though there from Amard to send it off to the side to basically buy time, and actually worked as a pass to Timo, trying to pull off something a little bit special. Stroby holding out on the line, and that's got to be a runaway Timo. Oh, he tried so hard. But in the end, it didn't matter. There is your equaliser.
Yeah, Mako Couldn't quite get to the right defender. It's 1-1 on the board. Arctic have found the way, and the overcommitment from Whiffmasters is punished once again. All evened up here, Bacon. Still entirely possible for either team to take this one away. Obviously, Arctic on match point. So Whiffmasters a desperate need to find a follow-up, but Yagi is going to put that one home.
The quick 1-2 from Arctic. What a setup. The defense not ready in time, and that's the problem after kickoff. It's so hard to set up any sort of like formation. It requires about 15 seconds of gameplay to actually get your rotation set in, and then you can start something. Great opportunist moment.
2 minutes and 30 to go on the clock. Great setup again from Amar to Mako, but Mako a little bit too high on the aerial redirect. So once again, the ball just has to go back to the orange half. But Team will put another shot from the from the far field. Milox, the man to defend it. Timo challenge once again, going off his backboard. Redirective touch. No, just going to keep it inside that corner where Mako is there to take control. Good touches, but no man to follow up once again from the Whiffmasters. Not quite sure how they're going to read this, and not quite quick enough to react to the changed circumstances. Arctic will start to post up right now. They're going to just keep this ball in the midfield. Milo's going to get forced to rotate alongside Yagi. Mako missing his chance, going to leave it for Amar, but Yagi can take control of the back of that, put a shot on target. Timo defends it inside the box, follows back around. Good touch from Stroby again, puts another shot on target. And now Timo will start to pass back into the box itself. Yagi's going to get challenged and does defend it appropriately. Follow-up shot from Amar, however, going to go a bit too high, too close on the offending players of the Whiffmasters, so they cannot score that equaliser.
Once again, Amar there actually trying to put a pass off into center in. Oh, close. Amar on a good rotation. But yeah, he's trying to put a pass into a center when there is not a teammate able to make it. He's the third man to the play, Jay. He knows, he should know anyway, that he's got to stall for time there because there's not going to be a player ready. They're not going to be able to grab boost quick enough to get set up to put that finishing touch on.
Good defense from Amar as the shot goes awry for Arcticgaming. They've got a lot of pressure in. A good shot redirect from Milox, though, wins out the double commit challenge. That's going to put a 3-1 on the board. Whiffmasters are in serious trouble in this last minute.
What an interception from Milox. A great read there. Literally hopping up above his opponent's goal to get that put away. 3-1 now. 1 minute remaining. Jay, Whiffmasters, they keep putting themselves in this situation. They've got to get 2 goals really quickly.
That they do. 50 seconds on the clock. Great positions coming in from Amar to challenge. Mako going to be denied by Stroby. Actually, Stroby sets up. Timo goes off the crossbar. Mako's a little bit too low. Amar comes in, but can only demo Milox because he's got the clear back away. Stroby challenging in this orange half. Going to stall for time here against the Whiffmasters side as everybody seems to whiff. Panicking, as you say, and 30 seconds now remain. Mako will take the ball out towards the blue corner once again. The 100 boost has been stolen. Yagi going to try to come through and get off the backboard. Timo going to take control back into Mako as he puts it centered up in towards this corner. This will be a chance right here. Amar setting up Mako once again. Stroby is going to put that fire to the right-hand side. And 10 seconds remain now. Timo, last chance, challenge cleared and shot down to the orange half. Means that Whiffmasters are out of time and out of chances. It's a 3-1 series to the favor of Arcticgaming, as they do end up finding a way to win it all out.
Yep, Arctic, like I said, this was a series which was a grower as it went on. Each game got a little bit more tense, a little bit more exciting. I absolutely loved it. When you think that 1-0 game that we saw in the very first one, going all the way here to 3-1. Both teams put on a good performance. Like I said, Whiffmasters just too panicky in those crucial moments, not making the right decisions, which is something I'm just going to say the lads can go away, look over their boards, realize it, and then they're just going to get stronger. This was a good week to learn from.
Yeah, and it didn't look like it was the worst game at all from the Whiffmasters. You know, that game that they won looked very, very good. Yeah, very, very solid stuff right there. And although the scoreline in the series will not tend to lean to that favour in the history book, certainly Whiffmasters have found a lot to work with against the Arctic squad. So next week they do have the rematch. Obviously every single game is going to be rematched next week in our second half of league play, so we'll see how well they can do then. For now, then, we're going to go to a quick break and go to the second half of today's stream, where the Elvets are taking on the Swiss Incredible Rebels. So join us after this for more of the TCS eSports League action.